ba, ba, ba. Uh, Hello. We're live on a Monday, which is pretty wild. I never do that. Maybe it's a week of horror. Ooh, spooky. Wow. Welcome to Content Warning. This is a horror game and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, blacktabbygames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. This is Slay the Princess, a game that came out in the last couple days. Yesterday, I think, or today. What's today? Today. It came out today, I think. Wow, and it seems cool, and it's horror themed, and I want to play horror games this week. This, World of Horror, and an Alan Wake on the weekend. I think it comes out Friday. Very excited. Let's play. Is this up? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Oh. Oh. Start game. Wow. She looks so sad. Load game, preferences, controls, visit Scarlet Hollow. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's what this was. Right. There's a bundle. I was thinking about getting this as well. Oh, it's not showing up because I have it on. It's a different game that they make. I might play it also at some point, but for right now, Slay the Princess. Oh my god, I just realized. Hold on. Look at this. Is it display? Yeah. First of all, look at my background. Wow. Samurai 2B in Cyberpunk. Ooh, wow. Ooh, but also the music sound on the screen is like affecting this thing. I forget what these are called, but it's very cool. It's very cool. It's very cool. Okay. I just really like these backgrounds. Okay. Start the game. I don't have that long to play. The hero and the princess. I have work in the morning and I have to be up real early.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But why? Explore? Oh. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Oh, there's a lot. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. Oh, there's so many. The end of the world? What are you
I'm
talking
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Hold on one sec. Good. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
What? Well, how can a princess locked away in a basement? So if you don't tell me... Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
But are we?
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know
This
that,
sounds like
let me suggest a more
propaganda.
pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Why is this my job? How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me... killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
And who are you? Narrator, forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe some people do.
Mm.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but
Or
surely you're not one of those.
maybe the world is evil, and I want the evil world to end, and I'm a very, very good person. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it
I
might
don't
be,
like secrets.
I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face
I
to
guess we'll
face.
just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Whose cabin?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, was that me or am I me? Who proceed into the cabin? The voice of the hero? Wait, is the narrator talking to Mimi or Game
The
Me?
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore. Enter the basement. I don't need it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
A dangerous game. Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. Lie. I'm here to save you. But it's a lie this time. This one, not a lie. Think I'm here to slay you? Continue down the stairs. Hey. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. Hold on.
Okay.
What's your name? Sure.
Oh,
Introduce yourself.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
That shouldn't be a hard question to answer.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Be awful. Bad parents. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
As
She
weird.
hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Alright, narrator. This is my thing to do now. You relax. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I was sent here to slay you. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Is there like a explore? No, explore. I was sent here to slay you. I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking? This one, sure, that
I
makes
don't
sense.
see what that has to do with anything.
You mean, how are you alive?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
What do you mean?
That's hardly relevant.
No, it's super relevant. How is she alive if she's been down here for so long? This basically tells me, oh, she's not human as she portrays herself to be.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Thank you. I don't know anything about, I was sent here, what are you, this one?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You
Yeah.
have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you,
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Leave, right? Why would she say anything else? She's been locked up.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
I'll tell you. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. This one.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
That's what I want to know.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Nope. Well, they just say you leave the cabin and the world ends. Which is also, I don't trust that either. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Remain silent.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Mm-hmm.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
I'm wondering why, if they were able to lock you up down here, why didn't they just slay you if all it takes is stabbing you with a knife that they left upstairs?
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Mm.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
A subjugating monarch? I mean, I don't like the monarchy. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Gonna keep you locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade. Believe they've been keeping you down here like this. Get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Anything like this, I'm getting you out of here. I mean, those two are basically the exact same. Just keep her down here. I kind of want to just get her out. I want to see what happens. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Narrator.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're just
You're
as
making
untrustworthy.
A huge mistake.
Mm.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yeah, I don't know. We need like a key or
Large,
something.
heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
That's like the good question is like, how do we get her
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
out?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try to
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
If I
heard the
killed
doors
her,
there. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
would I just be the next person locked up to be slain? Then the next thing, slay the prince, slay the hero.
Princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Goodness.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
A knife?
It's the blade from upstairs.
Oh.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
She is biting through her arm. I saw both. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment.
Oh my god.
you place the
Oh,
blade
I'm like a
against the
monster.
ragged,
Look at me.
self-inflicted
What
wound
the
on
fuck?
princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
That's right, yeah. I mean, look at my hand. Oh, I got a knife in my hand. I'm just saying, even if... Why wouldn't... If she's also a monster, I'm a monster.
You cut into her flesh.
Oof.
The blade is sharp.
Jeez.
It takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Approach the lock.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Who the fuck are you?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, what's the point of giving me decisions to make?
What are you doing?
No. Warn her?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying.
Your body lunges forward.
Fuck.
The blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
I'm the
the
monster.
princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Oh no, is she gonna stab me?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh no.
She plunges
Ah!
it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Mm-hmm.
For her sake.
For her sake.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
It always is.
You literally doomed everyone.
Ah well.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oof. Oh, there's so much
She
blood.
doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Oh no.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
And does the world end? I guess my world end. The damsel chapter 2. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This is chapter 2? Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? But I died. What am I doing
I
here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time,
The
did he?
smitten. Oh.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh.
Beloved?
To the hero.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh, well.
So all of the cards are on the table.
Smith.
Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I would.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
That's what I'm saying. Smid's got me. He's got my back. Explore. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? The world's not...
Very different questions.
Hasn't
but
ended yet,
fine.
right?
I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Hmm?
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I could have died if I had listened to you
were
too.
the one who did us in, villain.
Yeah, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you
Don't
mean?
seem
Of
like
course
it.
there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Except that we got an extra guy now.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Doesn't matter. I was dead.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Either of those things could have happened.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Dastardly.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
But why bad? Explore, I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement. And
What
I told you
people?
what this place is.
Nazis?
It's a path in the woods.
Exactly.
Don't overcomplicate things.
Boy, the only reason, if people locked her away, why couldn't they? That's what I said. Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, I'm special.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
I don't believe in
It's
prophecy.
just the way things are.
That's nonsense.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Calling us special
Could I
isn't
spend
going to make
16
us
bucks?
friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being cagey. Why aren't you telling? What aren't you telling?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail.
Tell me everything I
just
want to know.
Overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I mean, you are hiding something. You kind of admitted you're hiding
She
something.
just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Maybe.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
That's all.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin. Turn around and leave?
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her.
I want to know what happens.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Oh. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
Oh.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Refs. History? Return. Turn around again and leave again?
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Oh, really? Well, that's what you said last time, and it didn't fucking happen. I didn't die.
Fine.
You didn't die.
Turn
Hero
around
didn't die. In fact, there are
and
more
back down the
people
path
now.
you came.
There's Smitten Guy.
Something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting... What's
Oh.
going on?
Oh, no.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. Well done.
Yeah. Where the damsels at? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Ooh, hands. Feelers. Probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Brace the thoughts constricting you. Embrace. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will? No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Ooh. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Oh, fuck. Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods.
The real
And at
Slay
the
the
end
Princess
of that
starts here.
path
You'll know it when you
is a
see.
cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Back to
You're
chapter
here
1.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What are you talking about? This? Okay. I guess that was maybe an ending, or I don't know if there are any... Sweet, I've always wanted to off a
That's
monarch.
the spirit. You make your way up the short
I like
path
that
of the
answer
cabin.
before.
You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go
Okay.
through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I mean, maybe. Proceed into the cabin. Ugh. But she's so cute.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You'll
Let's
need
do
it
this
if
right.
you want.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
Maybe.
voice carries up the stairs.
Oh,
Who's there?
oh that sounded
She
different.
sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm here to continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She looks different.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding
This is
her
because I
to
didn't
the
question her,
floor.
because I have the knife on me.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm your slave. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
In your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
No, I'm not gonna kill you. That's crazy.
I'm probably
Still.
chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess!
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What do you mean?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh shit.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Finish the job, flee, and lock her in the basement. Give up. Stop. We're here.
The princess stare at each other,
We've come this far.
both gasping for breath. Excuse me?
Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on. History. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. What?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen?
You said I would get a
I have
reward.
a duty to
last
state the
time.
facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
I'm dead.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Adversary. Oh, no.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
I've already
is a
slayed her.
princess.
Slain.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting it. Wait. Okay, no. But I die. She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
See to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a
lying
word.
and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what
No cheating in
circumstances
fights.
the princess is capable of
Be
lying.
a life.
It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
It's different.
Its cold stone walls press in on you,
Mirror.
as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Well, why are you lying
There's
to me?
definitely a mirror.
It's right there. I see it.
There isn't.
Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Shut up, stubborn. I don't like you. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I
I care
am.
less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Whoa.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
That's
No
the
knife
difference.
this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is.
Stubborn.
Be more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
I thought there was no cheating.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to
Hey.
the basement creaks open,
Ooh.
revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Walk on the
As
princess.
much as I
Yeah.
appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step,
God
the form
damn.
of the princess
Fuck.
comes into view.
She's even hotter.
A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Mm-mm.
But no little knife this time, huh? Ugh. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than the last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Kind of a unreliable narrator then, aren't you?
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look different. So you do remember me. Actually, I'm just here to chat. I'm actually here to free you. You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Interesting. Saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like, how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Oh, okay.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Stubborn. You do remember. Actually, I'm just here to chat. I'm actually here for you. Don't worry. I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a knife felt unfair. Attacker unarmed. The blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
She's so much hotter now, though. You don't want to be free? Are you serious? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be free?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah. Especially that last part.
Suppose a lot.
Don't be such a coward.
Shut up,
Just
stubborn.
being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
Though, so you do remember me. Actually, I'm just here to try. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Don't you worry, I'm always up for a good fight. Blade's upstairs. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
Oh.
You hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose.
Ah, shit.
You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Okay, team, what are we thinking? We're like, oh, die? Die. Just die. What are we thinking?
How about we get the hell out of...
Oh, God.
Can I finish my thought now? Sure. Why not? Here. So glad we could stick around to hear the end of that. But I'm afraid that's all the time you had left. Why, for the love of everything, did you stop to think? What did you expect you'd come up with? It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job.
No. Come on. We can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her.
Dead is dead, but maybe you'll have better luck next time.
Next time? So you know there's more. The Fury, Chapter 3.
You're on a path,
Oh.
and at the end of that path,
All right. Change
Maybe.
of plans. We're taking the blade this time, and we're not hiding upstairs.
who cares about the blade? If we
broken.
had a chance against her, we already missed it, didn't we? She got stronger, and we stayed the same.
Broken's got a
I've
point.
seen her bleed. Whatever she is, she started out mortal, which means she probably is still mortal, which means we can win. We just didn't take things seriously enough last time.
If that's what you want, then fine. Enjoy being beaten to death again and again and again.
You're stuck here with us too. For all you know, we'll never get to leave this place until we get it right.
Mm.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here.
I mean,
This is all different, isn't it?
it's very gross.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
A little?
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've
So
already
sassy.
been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me. That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
What's the point? We might as well just give up. The
Broken.
stakes keep getting higher and we keep getting smaller.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. And you're making it so much harder than it has to be. So stop whining.
You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the cabin, then you'd better tell us everything. Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me. What? Oh fuck! 1 sec. Okay, we're good. Sorry. I had a call from my mother. She's good. What was I doing? It feels like I'm being pulled. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here or do anything else, and we hit this point of no return, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there.
So you don't know if there's not going to be a
Because
there.
we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin, and we might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. Let's go. Ugh, the
Good.
steps.
We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
See. Is the mirror here?
The cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Oh.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and
It's
it
blood.
congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
It's pretty
It
bad.
doesn't matter. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
That mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. We've done this already. Try to keep up. The repetition is maddening. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it. That we're succumbing to madness, that something in us is broken.
You're broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. The high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yup.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become? Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Oh.
But I don't want to see what we made. Can't we just give up? Blade, no blade, it's all the same. We can't beat her. Not anymore.
We can. You're just a quitter. I want to see.
I do want to see.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep,
So
sickening
cool
red
looking.
that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Whoa.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
I don't say much, it's very cool. I mean, she's not a princess anymore. That's a queen. Look at her.
She is loose, and she is coming for you. What can we even do against someone like her? She has such power, such beauty. Stop that.
Kiss her.
We can win. We just have to lose our fear.
What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you. Please, just listen to me. I'm going to end you, Slay the Princess. Let her end you. Oh.
If you're sorry, then you'll stand and fight. I don't want a sniveling coward. I want to squeeze the life out of a ferocious heart.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
Feathers?
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Oh.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Hands. Oh, the hands got her. True to her words, you do not die by her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her
She's
place.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. I don't want to look at us.
The
Yes.
narrator's gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
I mean, it's not nothing. It's a mirror.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Why is it all? It's a cool mirror.
It's mocking us.
Feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious? I'm begging you, don't do this.
I don't think I had another choice. Ignore him. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you. It's me. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh. You are at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Oh, was that the first ending I did? Oh. The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Are you the gift of a fragile vessel? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
This
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's a good point. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Oh. You know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Are you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself? Same thing. Oh, fuck, I should have asked.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Fear that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Being semantic, what are you going to do if I help you? Let it be. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. unfinished, dry, hollow.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
We're going back. Wait, okay. Make me forget. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
This one.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Hmm.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Okay. Wait. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Waiting forever. Close the game. I'm coming back to their box. Hold on.
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone,
I never left your side.
moments,
Attempt
I
to
never
outwit your
left
destiny.
side.
Okay. Okay, make me forget. You returned to me though you were gone mere moments. Yeah, I wonder if I... Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, everything goes dark and you die. I will remember her. You can't make me forget. An unwound vessel, bring the fury to her. So, yeah, so that
You're
first
on a
playthrough didn't...
path in the woods.
There's like a whole
And
thing.
at the end of
Okay,
that path is a cabin.
it's all remembered.
And in the basement of that cabin, you're
Is a
here
princess.
to slay her.
Uh-huh. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason... Silently.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
You'll find
We're
a
not going to go
princess.
through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
Proceed. You don't know what you're talking about.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room. Her voice, soft,
Hello?
is hypnotizing. Don't
Mhm.
click.
This is all my first playthrough. Just checking in on you.
Don't
Hi.
be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy...
Mhm.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot...
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
Narrator, I know
Thank
things
you.
you don't know about.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here.
There isn't a key. Do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm
sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah, maybe.
You attempt to make
I-
your way
oof,
out
I
of
wouldn't
the
wanna lose my
basement,
arm.
but the door
Maxis,
to the
hey, yo.
upstairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
What's
sliding
going
into
on?
place.
We're playing a spooky theme game. I'm gonna lay the princess.
Someone else here?
I mean, slay the princess. Slay, not lay. That's crazy. Someone else here. Here, try the door. Return to the bottom of the stairs. Yeah, they're not gonna
You
let
make
me.
your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Shut up, narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
God.
before raising her arm to her
So
mouth,
bad, just like
pressing
last time.
her
What are you
limb
doing,
through her
buddy?
limb with the
You know,
determination
just
of a
chillaxing, streaming on a Monday. Unusual for me, but
She rips her flesh from her
it's
bone,
almost Halloween. And I got
sounds
games to
refined,
play. I gotta play
like
this.
bouncing metal.
Oh, I want to play World of Horror, and then I want to play Alan Wake on the weekend. So
It's the
Too
blade
much.
From upstairs. You're not
Instead of
sure
going
how
to the
big
gym
it's
right
going to be,
now,
but if there's a
we're
time
playing
to strike,
video
it's
games.
now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, won't I? Save the princess. We slay the princess now. I might do the other. I'm saving it.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
You got a little,
you
you got a
place
little
the
blood
blade
right there.
against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm,
Mhm,
just
mhm.
above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp,
Oof.
and it takes
What are you
no
up to,
efforts
man?
crack through the bone of her arm.
How's your week been going? Weekend? How's your Monday?
Her limb falls to the ground.
Or no,
and the
Tuesday
heavy
now? I don't know.
chains follow suit.
Is it Tuesday for you?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Killer? No. What do you
She
mean? Look at
smiles
her.
softly
Look
as
at
her
that
gaze
smile.
meets yours.
Good girl.
Blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you.
She's fine. Approach the lock.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No,
I've already seen this one.
I
We've been
can't.
through
As
this
the princess
cycle
approaches
before.
the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I'm not gonna let him. Oh! Oh, I can't ward her like last time. It took it away from me. Oh no. Oh. I'm sorry. It's Oh. No, I'm sorry.
No going back now. I'm with you to the end.
No, I'm not doing that.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
You fuck.
She's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
No.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
It's true, you are weaker now.
She
Oh,
pounces on
fuck.
you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise
And she
the
only has
blade,
one arm.
digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat,
Oof.
then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you.
I wanted. Fuck.
She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
God damn.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I can't see what she looks like in the lovely ending. The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
She's
slay
not a
her.
princess anymore.
If you don't, it will be the end.
I know. She's going to kill me again, but I died. Okay, no. It's already happened. She's going to kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here? I didn't that time. Gotta turn around and leave. Proceed. Let's go.
A warning. She will lie. She will. Don't
I
worry.
know. Oh,
You can trust us to get the job done.
Opportunist. I want the smitten again.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls are chaotic
Mirrors
weave
here
of
again.
knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just
Tuesday.
happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I'm not taking
Blade
it.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I didn't want to do it last time, you fuck. Explore, take the blade, approach the mirror. Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
It's a mirror. It's just like last time. Yeah.
You reach
It
forward,
disappears.
rub your hand
Okay.
against the cabin.
Into the
No
basement.
blade. Hope you know what you're getting us in. It'll always be here if we need it.
Yeah.
Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
I mean, last time we still got the blade and attacked her, and she was even weaker because she only had one arm, and we still lost. So, if we had taken the blade immediately, I know we don't remember,
The
but
door
I
of the
remember.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Let me hear her.
The air smells of dirt and copper.
I want
It's
to hear.
thick and wet,
The
as if your lungs are being
princess.
coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You see that every time.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh, she's kind of sexier sounding now. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I
I mean, if you want me to
recognized
be.
that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
What did I...
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I like the opportunist.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
You know, smart fella. I'm gonna
Do
listen
you
to whatever
really
he
want to
wants.
hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Shut up, hero. Stop being an asshole.
Stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
He's not the boss. I'm the boss. I choose what we do.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
I'm not a
into the
furry
dark
butt.
room below.
She's got some hair on her
You just
legs.
make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
You died? I've died like 5 times by
You
now.
are.
Banger?
Sam seeming to offer a helping hand.
I just
while
need the
laughing at
opportunity.
The other behind your back. Fine. I'll play along for now. What do you want?
Yeah, once again, seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along. For now, what do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already
already been here, haven't you?
I have, narrator.
That's pretty sharp.
Couple
How'd
times.
you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Does she hear the voices, or is it just me? Am I like, just like, looking at each of my shoulders constantly?
I'm just glad we could put all this behind.
She's just like, what are you doing?
Is it all behind us?
Answer me.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's
Lay
shake
her?
up a bit first.
Ah.
Maybe we can find
Sure,
a
if you
way
really want me
where
to.
Everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I guess, yeah, I've just been standing there quietly. I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed, and it's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out?
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
It wasn't me, though.
Plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time.
No, we didn't, because fucking narrator forced my hand.
I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did.
Yeah. I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. Look, I know, things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Well, I die at the end of each of these, so I might not die at the end of this one. She's kind of... Yeah, you should have seen the other... Oh my god, you should have seen Demon Her. Ooh. God damn. Have you been playing Baldur's Gate 3? Just like Karlach, but like... with a longer tail. Why is she always chained up? I don't know. People put her down here, apparently. It's always just the one chain. They can never get the second chain around her. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Nah, I don't trust you. Not enough to free you. And definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. Leave her. No. I'm sorry about that.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
See that you're not happy with me. I didn't bring my blade down. Remember, how am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh, okay. So then what do
She
you...
could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
Yeah.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned
The
here.
narrator
If
is
left
evil?
to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
I feel
Now
like-
stop her.
I don't know. I feel like the narrator might also be getting misled by someone. Why do I have a nagging feeling? Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Do you want me to go first?
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
We good?
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
Hug? Kiss?
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Yeah, here,
And if it doesn't
opportunist.
matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Opportunist, this doesn't sound like you.
Somebody has to go first.
Is
It
this
might
the
as well be
narrator
us.
pretending to be the
We're the ones who
opportunist?
broke her trust last time.
And it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke it. Yeah.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
That's okay.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
Yeah,
I
narrator.
do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Hmm.
We walk backwards up the stairs. I think that's the smarter idea. We can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
Opportunist. Chill.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's got a point.
But
It wouldn't be safe.
the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
No!
You tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
God
The
damn it.
princess lands against
The frog.
wall, gasping
It was in
as
her
she
nature.
struggles to recover from the impact.
She's, wait, the princess lands against the firewall, gasping she struggles to recover from the impact. She hurt herself?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins.
Oh, yeah, this is what
as
I
you
look like, in
continue
case
to
you were
remain
wondering.
Exactly where you are,
Like a
cackling
monster.
derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm
Wait,
afraid your
dead
back
hero.
is broken.
Oh, fuck.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done.
Opportunist.
If you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote
Oh, she can get out still, I think. Her back isn't broken.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I didn't do that much. Yeah, you broke my... what the hell was that for? I was trying to help you out here. We were never going to get up those stairs, were we? Could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us
Violence
can make it
begets violence,
upstairs
princess.
unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
I mean, it could have been neither of us, so we could have lived happily ever after.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Opportunist. You're
And
just
you
as big
say
of an asshole as a
something like,
narrator.
Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming.
No, I
It's
thought of it,
working out for us.
but I wouldn't have done it.
And then you would have done it, and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
I wonder if I had asked her to go first, if she would have, and then I could have just not taken the knife.
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Hero's smart.
Ugh,
That's also
You're right,
a thing,
aren't
yeah.
you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Is her back broken too?
Oh, so she's got it as bad as us.
Oh no.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
Shut up, narrator.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen?
Oh, wait.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond. Oh, is
I
this
think he's
another
gone.
ending? That was quick. We didn't get to
Something
chapter 3?
strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Again. Oh, shit. Okay. We didn't even get a chapter 3. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Explorer, of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's just going to be okay. Just trust me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I'm with it. It's not the end. Whatever is on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. I'll trust you.
Don't worry, hero.
I know. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's still me. The bloat. You've grown. You've grown. Have I? It's kind of hard to see. I can kind of see my legs. I don't know if I could see those last time. I'm in chapter 3 right now. Haven't played in a bit. You are. I am. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. A couple of my friends have also started playing Baldur's Gate. They are one is still in chapter 1. He's been in chapter 1 for like weeks, and then the other one is in chapter 3 and refuses to finish the game. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Let's see. Oh, you're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Not good at staying alive. I spent 60 hours in chapter 1. Yeah. It's wild. I did not. I think I kind of rushed through chapter 1 because of all the time I spent in early access. I was like, I want to see something new. But I know I missed like a whole section, apparently. Which, like, bothersome.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? I want to ask all these
Is
questions.
a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspective
That's a good question.
and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
There's reasons. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? What? Why? Why would I do that? When this is all done, you know what you want to do? Do you know what you want
With
to
every
do?
gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Yeah.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
But there are paths within those paths that I haven't seen, and I want to see them. Fuck. Kinder to me than anyone I've met. Why? You have been kinder to me than anyone I've met. Thank you. Do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness.
Hmm.
She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
That makes me feel worse. Fuck. We gave her hope and then just dashed it in front of her because of a fucking narrator. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Oh, you have no idea? You missed a shit ton? I'm sure. I know... Wait, well, I don't want to say things in case... I mean, you're on chapter... You know about, like, I don't want to spoil things, but you know about the thing? A big boom? With the sun? I'm 3. I know. But in chapter 1, I think, you can go... Or maybe it's, like, kind of weirdly also part of chapter 2? I don't know. There's, like, a... sun temple? Have you been there? Because I completely missed that. I'm at the end. Yeah. But also, still. I'm ready to go back. I mean, you can maybe do other playthroughs and you're like, oh, wow, I didn't even know I found this stuff. What do you want me to bring you next time? How many more vessels do this one?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
That's true.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Mm-hmm. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you. You have been kinder to me. Anyone else I've met?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
That doesn't mean you have to be kind to me. So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow? You know, how many more vessels? Attack the entity. Destroy your body? Destroy my own body? I'm ready to go back.
I await
Not
your
yet.
return, but it will give
Don't
me
know?
time to reflect on what I am.
Then I won't say anything else. I await your return. Yeah, good.
We will meet again.
Oh! The sound is shocking. Alright. An untrusting vessel. Bring the witch to her. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here.
I know. But maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Do I get some sort of reward? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Oh, alright.
You'll
Thanks.
make your way up the shore. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses.
I have an idea of
Annoying.
what path I want to take now.
The interior of the blade.
I
is your
can't
portal.
I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement. I'm not gonna attack her though.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it
Yeah.
fool you. It's
Hi. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Ooh,
you walk
hi.
downstairs.
I like this look on her
lock eyes
face.
with the princess.
Confident. Cool.
There's a heavy chain
Collected.
around her wrist,
Huh.
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Base princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or
Oh,
something?
no way! No, again, it's so funny how that's written out. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Step forward. Yeah, oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. What? No way. Why would you even think that? It's because I have a knife in my hand, bro. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unsaid.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I want to show you. Excellent. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get out of here? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Alright,
Note
princess.
the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Relationship. There's how long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? I don't want to talk about that. This one.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
It's supposed to end the world. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Oh, look at that look in her eyes.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Ay, ay, ay.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
What does
She
she
is.
suggest?
I'm sure of it.
Supposed to there's people out there. How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here? Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Kriva, this guy about to slay a princess? What the hell? No! Oh! No, Kriva, you misread. This isn't slay the princess. This is lay the I'm trying to... Fuck her. It's crazy. It's like it's gonna happen. Well, looks like I have to go again, sadly. It's nice seeing you, buddy. Be safe. Take care. Bye, Maxis. Thanks for hanging out. Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked. No.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Look at that smile.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
But the narrator isn't very trustworthy. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still this one.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Jeez.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Mm-hmm.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Get out of
Your
here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't.
Ay, ay, ay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Who is they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Shut up, narrator. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Ah, she's a
Free
tough
from her
broad.
bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank
She's
you.
fine.
Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
This is
As the
similar.
princess approaches
Do I have the
bottom
option
stair,
though
your
now?
body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch
Yeah.
me.
Fuck you. Wait, warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
I warned you.
Your
So,
body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
you were trying to kill me too, you fuck. Princess. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Thanks.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
This one
Maybe I'll
seems...
see you in another life.
She seems more confident with the blade than the last one.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
I want to see the other one.
This is the end.
I want to see what she would become.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
The messy
and
one,
you
I mean.
die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. What was the original chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
The world will end. Go.
a warning before you go any further.
Mhm.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife,
Skeptic.
and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
He doesn't have eyes.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Oh. Skeptic. Do.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Yeah.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore. Take the blade. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about?
It's the same. Touch it. I don't know if I
Reach
need to,
forward and rub your hand, but there was a...
but I like doing it
Let's
every
go.
time. Oh,
If he
shit.
doesn't want us
Wait.
to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes
What did the skeptic say? Voice of the... And now it's got skeptic, yeah. Now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back, yeah.
I'm afraid I'm going to
nobody.
insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Yeah, you're not in charge here, skeptic.
Sure. What if she, I don't know, turns it against us?
Purely
You shan't
hypothetical,
bring it up
man.
in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her, which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay? I'm trusting you.
Take the Hey, don't I get to say here what's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
No, we don't. Fuck you. Fuck. God damn you,
Exactly
fucking
that.
skeptic piece of
Sweeping the knife
shit.
from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Exactly that. Sweeping the knife.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
Yeah, but last time they also
You don't
forced me
have
to use it.
do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
You fucking shits. She's not gonna like that I brought a knife down. I tried to not. I hope she
Door
knows
to
I
the
tried to
basement
that.
creaks open,
shit.
revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
We are the first. What do you mean?
You walk down the stairs.
Oh, she
and
got
lock eyes with the princess.
extra chains
She
now.
looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves.
There's still the
The
one.
chains
Oh,
binding
shit.
both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Hmm,
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
that's what I'm.
Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there will be something so obviously useless.
That's what I'm saying, skeptic.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Mm-hmm.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you are told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The
Oblivion.
situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Bro, you're like the, I don't know, 7th, 8th version.
That's pathetic.
Pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
Aw, I'm sorry.
I could get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
About
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't
Not
waste that
quite
luck
the
by
first
messing it
versions
up.
of yourselves either.
Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Yeah.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm just talking to myself in my head and the narrator. Oh, it's me and me and me and the narrator and you. There's 5 people here. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall. Who is it? This one.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I believe you.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Curious about this. What the skeptic will say about the textured world. What did you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you slay the princess. Actually, you're not much of a threat. Chain on the wall. Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Good.
Maybe it'll fit.
It might.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
It might, yeah, honestly.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Let it go.
Forget you ever saw it.
Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
God damn it.
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Get it back how? She's gonna stab me with it.
That's ominous.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
Bros.
There are none.
The
Damn.
pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Ah, yeah. You were asking, I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as... Yeah, I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time. Out of here, I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. Nah. I'm giving it to her.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you princess.
Let me
Until you come
make my
up
own
with
decisions,
another
fucker.
idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
already tried to take over my body.
Yeah, you fuck.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again.
Yeah, tell
A
him.
little. I think
Oh.
you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
Welcome.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Oh.
No!
Shit, uneasy silence. Look away? What?
You close your
Oh.
eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly
Oh, that makes it
the
worse.
splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She
True.
could just be faking those sounds.
Oh.
Then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that.
Oh. Oh. Fuck.
This is worse than
Ugh.
watching.
It fucking sends a shiver up my spine, that sound.
Yet our eyes are still closed.
Oh, fuck. Ugh. Thinking about it. Ugh, I fucking hate it.
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor.
Bounce.
Clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now.
Okay. Oh,
Oh no.
my god.
Oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
How do you get all the way? Could you realistic? No, I don't think you could.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Are you
Oh.
sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Which is?
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
He's got a
You
point.
don't need proof. You don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial.
What?
Just leave.
Why do you hate her so much? She hasn't
Even
done
after
anything.
all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us. So can we leave already?
Take the princess with you. Aw.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself?
Oh.
Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
This is the first time I've been back up into this room after facing the princess.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Play Talking Heads. Free a prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
It's all ready.
Over? Is he gone?
Yes, sir.
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Yeah, well. Your hands. Is it gonna take the rest of her body from down there too? Oh, but you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Scared it's the end for you, but it's not for me. It's going to be okay. Yeah,
It feels so bad.
I want to feel
Not
alright.
looking into it.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Oh,
Fear.
skeptic. It's not the whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
If you say so.
Feels too good to be true.
I know, it's alright. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's this. Never mind. How do I look now? Peace. You reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. She... Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Oh. Approach her. Is her head here? It is. Okay.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Well, I mean, how can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. Oh, if anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Think of this vessel.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
You've pined. Have you figured out what you'll want once we
The
finished?
desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, my awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of self-knowledge.
Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Can't be a contradiction. What happens to the worlds we
My
leave behind?
perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
What I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine.
That's what I figured. Any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to contemplate the gifts you bring me.
I don't want to say that. I'm ready to go back. Let's
I
go.
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Oh. Every time. It's so loud. A gratuitous vessel. Bring the prisoner's head to her.
You're on a path in the woods,
I haven't
and at the
done
end
the
of
chapter
that path
3
is a cabin,
since that first one.
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to.
I know. The end of the world? What are you
I'm
talking about?
talking about the end.
I wonder.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that leads to the.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason?
While I appreciate, nevertheless, and before you decide to waste, causality doesn't. It's no use arguing some man unless, of course, you do.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though,
Does
doesn't
it?
it? Yes.
You're a monarchist.
No.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
No, but it's still
Anything,
bad.
Slaying a princess
Slaying.
is much better than slaying a seamstress.
It's the slaying part.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, yeah, but why are we slaying this one? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing
Are you
this.
serious? No, you have to do it.
No. Maybe I'm okay. Do I get some sort of...
Oh, if only that were the case. But
Just-
I have to, like I
I've
said,
already heard all this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world
of course
ending?
I have. I mean,
I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk maybe. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Turn around and leave.
seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you?
Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Quietly continue.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Still show up at the cabin? Yeah.
That's strange. It looks like this path.
Mm-hmm. So, again and leave again. That might just end it like last. Okay, okay. I'm going to the
That's
cabin.
great to hear. A warning before you go. She will lie.
Yeah,
Fortunate
yeah,
can't
yeah.
just-
Proceed. Can I
The
do...
interior of the cabin. The blade is your implement.
Enter the basement. Let's go in.
The door to the base. Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotized. Don't let.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise.
Good luck, hero.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
For all I know, you're locked up here. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Mm-hmm.
Is Princess her name or her title?
I wonder if I ask her these things, maybe that lets me go down that other path again. Is Princess your name?
Like I said, You can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself.
Shut up, narrator. Know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Which is why I don't think you're actually... No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I still have a few more questions before we leave. Examine the
You
chains.
walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd been to attempt to make someone else here.
Try the
Try the
door.
door. Your shouts.
Here.
You're here to...
Return.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for who? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade. Or we could use you won't like what happened.
No, I don't want to slay the princess. What do you mean slay the princess? I can't say it. Oh, it's just stopping me from even going down the other path of, like, the witch.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Oh.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes
Ooh.
away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Don't waver now.
Narrator.
As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal
She's still
blow,
chained up, though.
she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the
Kinda
ground,
similar.
your body racked with pain
As
she
the
rips
witch.
into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
No.
Though your
Save the
nerves are seizing with
princess.
pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Went for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands.
I didn't want to in the
and
first place.
uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
I did.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
There's like only one opportunity, I think, to become a friend, and I fucked it up on the very first go.
This is the
Fuck.
end, isn't it? Before you can answer,
God
everything
damn it.
goes dark, and you die.
And you die. To the beast. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're
Mhm.
here to slay her.
See the cabin, she's going to kill me again, but I died. This is all the same. Let's go.
A warning, she will lie. Does a cat lie
Was it
to
the
a
hunted?
cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Oh.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
I can't smell the narrator. See, it's the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
Is it?
It
I
feels
guess
like no one has
it's
lived
a little
here
warped.
for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this.
Approach the mirror.
What are you talking?
Wipe.
You reach forward and...
But there was a mirror,
and now it's gone.
Enter the
No
basement.
steel claw.
No steel claw.
Do you think we can talk our way out of this?
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
Hunted, you're not as good as the other ones. You can't force
The door
me.
to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of hole. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending
Moist.
into a jungle.
Moist.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I can
She
smell
sounds
you.
almost
Morgan Freeman.
feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view.
I
She
want to
could
see her.
be anywhere.
She's right there.
You see
Oh.
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
Just the
She's
princess.
certainly not just a princess.
Yeah, I don't think anymore.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where? Don't you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. I don't know about that. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right? Move.
You lunge, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's
Oh
pounced
my
on the
God.
spot where you would have been. Her
Not a
chains
princess
rattling
anymore.
across the floor behind her.
Even.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
What do you want? We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together? If you could get out of here on your own, wouldn't you have already left? Stop hiding and show yourself. I wasn't sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. Wait, I was sent to get.
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
I want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants. Just run for the blade upstairs and slay her with it. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
Here, at this point, I don't know if
She's
that
just
matters.
a princess. Don't
Narrator.
overthink it.
I don't think you
Clearly
know what you're
not.
talking about either.
She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble. Keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Survive.
Spin through the jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
They could keep us up. Why? Why do you want to kill me? Stop hiding and show yourself. I was sent to kill you because,
Why does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse. What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
Why do you want to eat me?
I don't question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee. We can't keep doing this.
Run for the stairs.
Now's our chance. Quick. Right, I agree. We can't do anything without a weapon. We can regroup once we're armed and try to figure out a better plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. As you turn to sprint for the stairs, you feel the air.
Oh, fuck.
Instinctively glance behind you just in time to see the princess lunge from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Fuck.
Guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and
Oh,
caustic
fuck.
place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip.
Like one hole.
Hands
She gave me a
scrabbling
hole.
uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone. And I was here. A new enclosure. A nicer cage. But
I see.
still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you
Oh.
really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before swallowing me alive. I have my steel claw. I could use it to hurt you. Claw and bite. You can leave. Just let me go. Fine, you can
Oh.
leave.
Can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step.
Dissolving will. Free a creature while under extreme duress.
And then, it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Feel a churning in the forms around you, and then a wet tunneling before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Wow.
This place is cold.
Say anything to her, she's gone. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where does she go? And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror. What am I now? The remains. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Hmm? Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Your thoughts on this vessel?
This one is consumed by instinct. A predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No, the point of awakening is to find out.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Does, but I don't know why. But I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. Because I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here. Oh,
One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular,
a final
a
multitude.
final multitude.
If this is the last stage before your completion, I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to come.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
That time I think that's scary. It's a feral vessel.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Turn around.
Seriously?
Continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. Good. What we ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
I want to see what happens. Turn around again and leave
Really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's.
Lacey, easy. Probably continue
Your
down the path.
silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go.
Ooh.
As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you
Whoa.
focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
A little bit. It's pretty fun.
Include us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapter 2, The Stranger. Okay.
You're on a path
What
in
is
the
that?
woods,
A wall?
and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Has this already happened? Okay, no. Kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
By tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for...
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if
Contrarian.
we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Yep, okay, heading to... yeah, lie. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Oh, fuck, I really want to do that too. Ooh, but I also want to see what she looks like.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning. before you go any further. She will lie.
I
If
know.
we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
Mhm.
Let's keep an open mind.
Missed the path last time by
Cabin
just wandering
interior
around.
is
Oh.
wrong.
Yeah.
Confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected
Oh.
across what's almost
Yeah,
the
look
same
at that.
space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Wood and cobblestone and meats. Stone.
The only
concrete.
furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
I like that
Good as
idea.
a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway.
Got a point.
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Ira wants us to take the knife
I've already
now.
told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Something about moving all these like images around is very hypnotic for me.
Oh,
Ooh.
piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Say anything about the mirror?
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the tape. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
You lie about that. What's the... It doesn't matter. Approach me.
You walk up to the wall next. This really isn't.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand. It was there a second ago. Now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again. Then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
That's the basement. No blade.
The door to the basement
Oh,
creaks open,
fuck.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go
Like-
anywhere.
Just following patterns and loops.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Ugh.
An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her
It's
voice.
always doing her
A
thing.
disquieting collage of tone and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Such a
I don't
baby.
want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Arch stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. Soft
You step to the
stairs.
right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you.
Oh.
You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Oh.
But the further you go,
Whoa.
the deeper you sink in.
Cloudy.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
No, no, no.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness.
Good.
The very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
We here? Oh. Oh.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Okay.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh, fuck.
Physical sensations
make a bad
dull
decision.
and then
Oh.
vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Shit.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh. Hello?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Devilish ways.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why are you here?
Oh.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter?
So...
Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen.
Maybe.
If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
May have fucked up reality.
What you saw last time,
By
unsee
walking into a
whatever
forest.
thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Now.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
I like it. There's more of you now. Down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we?
Oh, it's
There's no way
depressing.
out.
Oh.
And barely a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
There's more of you now. What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Shut up. You're only a threat. For all I know, you're locked. More of you
Do
know.
you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Oh.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of
Not
here.
that hard. Come.
This whole
Relax.
place is making me itch.
All you guys need to relax. You're apparently a threat to the world. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve all three at the same time? No. You're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope.
So sad.
Let's just
Oh.
end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Oh.
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Oh shit.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do?
I don't like that
Can there
one.
even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
That's my last one.
Wait, that's not right.
That's not right.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Oh. I've never seen this one.
Is this what the end of
I don't think I've
world
ever
was?
left her alone. I wonder if that's one of those
Horrible
outcomes.
mess. But this...
Oh.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say?
Oh.
I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun.
This isn't
How are we
fun.
supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh.
I think he's gone.
I think he's
We were
gone.
never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Oh.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Oh. Fuck. We fucked them up.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
A little bit.
Please.
It's going to be okay. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No, you just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you soon. It's going to be okay. I hope I didn't fuck up her with that. The illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. Oh, yeah. But he'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like looking into... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that.
Same for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. You're not messing with this, right?
No. I want myself to feel alright. You approach the mirror. And... you are nothing at all. Oh, no. Wait, there's a bird. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Oh yeah, that first time I had like feathers coming out of me. The meaty one, Explorer. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
I'm the narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you. You something like me? If you're not me, then what are you?
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. You were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are
I'm
you?
an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? Sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Are you a part of me, or are you something else? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? If you made me, then what am I? Wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
I don't know if I like that. Change generally is good. Not even generally. I think change is good because with change is always hope. How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? Let's leave this place. Does that work? People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? To stagnate them for eternity?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Destroy the concept of transformation.
Among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind,
she must be destroyed.
This is a shallow view of death. Suffering? Death isn't necessarily suffering. Eternity can be suffering too. Would I be alone? If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? To say for yourself, all of this hubris. Delusional. It'd be like to live in a world without her.
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life. Forever.
I don't know about
There's
that.
a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
You're delusional. Honestly, I think that if I destroy her, will I be alone? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all of this hubris? It's like you said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt one piece of you? I don't care. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Part of me, or are you something else? You said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound.
I already.
ebb
Oh
and
fuck.
flow, the capacity to change.
Mhm.
She is transformation, or
I already asked that basically. Becoming whatever people believe her to be. Can't I just will her into something small? Hubris.
people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Death of the author. Run out of questions. You're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. And I want you to know that before you die for good. He knows when I'm lying. What I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
He's already died.
You know what you have to do.
Sorry, narrator. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet. All of this is you. A vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. This was always me. One last time. A spiral vessel. Bring the stranger to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh. It's all of her.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Oh, I guess she did say, yeah, once with one more, like, the rest would be drawn to her.
It's been so long.
So this is basically
and my
every.
heart has ached for this moment.
Wow.
I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always always reacting and never acting, but it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reach this point. Slay the princess, slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Do you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Wait, what? Oh.
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I didn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did to you, but it was the only thing I could do. I won't engage with violence. Remain silent.
But you say nothing. You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. Within, you are tightly bound and choke on heavy air as acid burns its way into your pores. A nest of things devouring within things devouring. But even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove you. Perhaps it was compassion. But the outcome of an act matters more than its intentions. There's a natural order to the cycle of things sustaining things. A world without sustenance is a world without relationships. And it is our relationships that give us form and substance.
Silent, I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Okay, stop the fight early and surrender. Alright, just remain silent.
And so your quietude continues.
I am the long quiet.
To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
Where I want to protect them. How about it? Remain silent.
Is your unbroken silence a lack of an answer? Or has your understanding begun to move beyond words?
Maybe we already talked about how words can't describe things beyond logic or whatever. Yeah. Show me more.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't, for each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
There are no endings, there are no limits. There are no limits, there is no difference between growth and decay. Remain silent.
Still, you hide the contours of your heart from me. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
God, that being the first one I gave her is wild.
A person is not a body.
She
Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
the only chapter 3 I think I got. I feel my body. I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. But why am I? But what am I if I am not the body? Remain silent.
Your stoicism knows no ends.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Until there is enough of you in me to preserve meaning in existence, I'm going to trust that's true. So I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't think she is. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Aren't you the shifting mound? You are all about change.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
The hero is here. Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. Oh, I could do this. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I died whenever I looked into the mirror.
It's good to be here.
Ah,
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
oh,
It's time to resume our dance.
She
us, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah? I can do this out here. No, I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we're doing good stuff. I feel like I'm making correct decisions.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need me to describe things?
Nah. I like that for old time's sake. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us.
Hmm.
I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Mm-hmm. Is the narrator
Yeah,
really gone?
It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Enter the
No
base.
blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
She ain't got no chains. Sit with her. I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? Just...
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
I don't want to be a god.
I don't think I want that either.
I think the only thing left for us to do is leave. What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
I'm gonna save this princess. Take her hand in yours. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I don't like being a god. I want to walk through the cabin door as we are, just you and me. Means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new.
That's terrifying, but yeah, I think I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Hero! Are you going to be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Leave with the princess. You lead, and the princess follows, and together, you leave the basement behind for the last time. For the first time, almost. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Who's going to open it? Are you ready? Neither of us knows what it's going to be like out there. That seems I mean, we spent a lot of time with it. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh! Look at her blush! Little monster hand. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. That was fucking cute. Oh, that was pretty good. That wasn't even, oh. Lacey, come here, baby. Come here, boo boo. The Witch of the Apotheosis. I haven't seen that one. The Wild. I think I may have saw the Transformation. Oh fuck. What's your baby? What's your puppy? Thanks to all our Patreon alpha testers. Ooh. That was pretty fucking sick. I'm glad I played this. I was able to finish that in what, like a little over 3 hours? Nice. Special thanks. Gab, Smolders, maybe. Badass Hero, Alpha Beta Gang, all these people. Our song. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. The good ending doesn't count? Our song. The Princess World. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll just take a picture. Our song. I don't really... Wait, fully understand. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. The Princess, The World Ender, Oblivion, The Fury, The Shifting Mound Movement 1, It's in Our Nature, The Shifting Mound Movement 2, Eyes on Me, I Am So Much More Than You, The Shifting Mound Movement 4, To Be Everything, Belong Quiet, The Shifting Mound Movement 5, Transformation, The Unknown Together. Explore. Oh, join the Discord, join our mailing list, join the subreddit. Player, oh, hold on. There you go. Ugh. That's awesome. I think I can also just do all of this from the main menu. Follow us somewhere else. Play our other game. I might play the other game. I think it's like an episodic thing, but based on this, that was fantastic. Holy shit. What a game. That was fun. That was incredible. It was emotional in certain spots. Oof. Okay. Well, it is 9 o'clock. I've got work. I gotta wake up at like 5 o'clock tomorrow. I might should probably go iron my clothes. Thanks so much for watching. Kriva, Maxis, anyone else who might watch this in the future. That was Slay the Princess. I kind of want to also see some of the other outcomes, but some other time off stream, if you want, buy this game. I'm sure there were plenty of other princesses I could have seen that I did not. Visit Scarlet Hollow, play Scarlet Hollow, their other game, follow them on Twitter and stuff. But that's it for me. I'm gonna close this and then show display. Wow. This again. Ooh. 2B Cyberpunk 2077. Wow. No music though, unfortunately. Sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Get the fuck out of here. No. How do I? Doesn't matter. Thanks for watching. Bye.